Hey guys, John here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new 2017 Chevy Silverado LTZ with the Z71 off-road package. As we take a look at the front, you can see here that it comes with the projector style headlights. It also has an LED, what some people would call an eyelid, lower eyelid on there. That's also your daytime driving light, which is really awesome. Because this is the Z71 package, this would normally be chrome on other trucks, but the Z71, this is black paint match to match the truck. As you move on down here, of course, you have your bumper, which is also paint matched, and this really unique styling on your fog lights. Have a little bit of chrome accenting down here on the grille. You can see this grille looks really awesome, guys. It's mostly black. The outer shell has been black color matched, but it does have a little bit of chrome on it to just give it a little pop. And not only does it have the awesome looking black bow tie with the chrome outer lining on it, you also have your Z71 badge over here, which really tells you a lot about this truck. If you look down here, you can see that it has the front park assist sensors and the front bumper, and that's going to help you when you're parking in some tight spaces. And when we walk on around here to the side, this truck comes with 22-inch tires and wheels on it. This one has actually had some aftermarket wheels added to it, so these are not going to be the ones that come on the truck from the factory, but it does give you an idea of something you can do to dress up your truck a little bit more. As we move on down here, you can see that it does have the chrome accents on the mirror, plus our standard Silverado badging and the chrome strip along the bottom here, as well as our chrome door handles and our chrome windowsill plates, which it just gives it a little bit extra something to help it pop on the side. As we get further down here along the back, you can see that it has the bed rail caps already installed, which are actually badged Chevrolet across the top, which is kind of cool. Adds something to it. And moving on back, here we go, guys. Once again, boom, Z71 off-road package. And what that means for you is that this truck also comes equipped with Rancho off-road shocks on it as well. So that's a big plus. We have our bumper step back here that's going to help you to get in and out of the back of this truck a little easier. And as we move on around to the back side here, you can see the unique Chevy styling tail light that's reminiscent of our Chevrolet vehicles. And once again, we have the LTZ badging on here, your rear park assist sensors, which help when you're backing into some tight spaces so you don't back into anything. It also has locking tailgate and your black Chevy bow tie on the back. Locks for your spare tire, which is a full-size spare tire, folks, and that keeps that from coming down without the key. By the way, the same key that works your ignition and your doors actually works that as well. Over here for towing, you can see you have the hitch already installed, plus you have your round towing plug adapter and your 4-pin flat as well. Now when we put the tailgate down here, you guys can see it has the tailgate assist, which allows the tailgate to come down smoothly without just banging down like they used to do in the old days. And spray-in bed liner already installed into this truck with a really awesome Chevy bow tie badge up in the front. Now the tonneau cover that you guys can see on there, that's actually aftermarket that was added to the truck. Just give you guys a little idea of something you could do to your truck. And of course, we still have the Silverado badging on the back here. So that pretty much takes care of the outside of our truck. So let's get a look at the inside. One of the first things that you notice when you get in this truck is how comfortable and spacious it is in here. The seats are very comfortable. They're a leather seat. They're also heated and cooled, which is pretty awesome. So if you look over here, we have some different settings for our seats, so that way if you and your significant other are driving the same truck, or you and your one of your guys, if it's a work truck, you guys can just set it so that whoever gets in, just hit the button, boom, everything's set, ready to go. You don't have to mess around with it. It's a big time saver. Moving on over here, we have our switches for our 2-wheel drive, our auto, 4 high, 4 low, and also we have our trailer controller, which is for the trailer brakes. So you can adjust that, so depending on how much weight's on the trailer, You can set that, your dimmer switch for your dash lights, and also your headlight and fog light switches here as well. Moving on down here, we have all of our switches for the 4 windows, our door locks, our mirror controls for both sides. And one of the really neat things is we also have window locks here, so that if you have kids that are riding in the back, you don't want them messing around with the windows, just lock it out and it'll still allow you to operate the windows from here, but not the other ones to be operational. So coming on over here, one of the first things that I noticed before we even see the steering wheel is the instrument cluster. Because this is the Z71 off-road package, it kind of takes you a little bit back to the old days in the 60s and 70s, where they had kind of like a diamond plate looking instrument cluster. That's what we've got going on here for the backing of our gauges. You can see it makes them stand out and really gives them kind of a little bit of a racy look and feel about them. We have our heated steering, which is another awesome feature, so that way in colder climates, you get in the car, you're not freezing your hands on this leather steering wheel, because yes, this is leather too, guys, so that's pretty awesome. Over here we have all of our voice command options. To access our Bluetooth our phone in, we can control our phone through here and through the speakers of the truck itself. As we move on over here to the center, see that here's all of our controls for our radio and such. If we hit the home button here, it'll show us everything that's available in here. We have our OnStar navigation, which is basically our GPS and things of that nature. Go back here, and you can see everything is all touchscreen. Our audio and everything is all right there, ready to go, so that it's within easy reach. Moving on down, here's all of our controls for our air conditioning, our heat, defrosters, and all the things of that nature. Now this does have dual climate control, so that means that your passenger can turn up their side or turn it down depending, so that a way everybody in the truck doesn't have to freeze or sweat to death. On down here we have all of our other controls. We have our downhill decelerator, which is kind of like your engine braking on the big 18-wheeler trucks. We have our lane assist, which is going to help notify us and give us a little signal if we start to veer out of our lane. We have our parking assist, our cargo light, traction control, and if this truck is being used by somebody who's a little long-legged like myself, you can move the pedals back, or if somebody's a little shorter, you can move them up closer. It moves the brake and gas pedals to you, which is really convenient. On down here we have all of our charging ports. You can see we have 2 USB ports here and 2 12-volt like the old cigarette lighter style chargers that go in here. Don't worry about it, you won't get shocked by doing that. And then over here we have our 110-volt AC, because the truck does have an inverter as well. So if you have a laptop, something like that, you want to plug in, there you go, guys. Plenty of room in this center console to keep your things in place here. Your cup holders here, which is pretty convenient, because as we all know, coffee is definitely the fuel of road trips, and you've got to have some place to keep that. On back here we have another really neat feature, and that is a charging pad for a phone. Now what's really cool about this is that you lay your phone in here, guys, and it will automatically charge it without it actually even being plugged in. And that is a really neat feature. And when we open up our console, you guys can tell in here now we've got a big storage space in here to keep whatever you want to keep in there. It used to be a good place for maps, but since we have our OnStar navigation, we don't really need that. But we can keep like maybe a notepad and some pens or something over here on these side deals. We also have another charger spot in here and USB jacks in here as well. So that's the center console for us. Up here on the top now we have all of our controls for our sunroof, which is obviously right above our heads. We also have the controls to open the rear sliding glass, plus a really handy, convenient place to keep your sunglasses, which is pretty important. We have our reading lamps on both sides, so that way you can take a look at something if you're trying to find some information when you're out on the road in the dark. Both of the sun visors pull down, and they both have these vanity mirrors and lamps in here. So now that we've covered everything up in the front, let's go ahead and take a look at the back. The seats are the same, leather seats with this really awesome stitching as what you have in the front. It also has this center console that folds down with your cup holders right here for really convenient cruising down the road. Your pockets in the back here of your front seats to store your stuff. Plus these seats in the back fold up, and both of them fold up to open up some room back here if you're traveling by yourself and you want to keep your luggage in here or whatnot, or maybe even a cooler of road snacks. That's a perfect place to put those. Up in the back you have an adapter here so you can plug in your chargers for your phones, iPads, whatever it is that you want to use. So at this point, let's go ahead and take this truck for a drive and see how it operates down the highway. One of the things that I noticed as I get in this Silverado with the Z71 package, we just came off of a gravel road, and I noticed that the ride on the truck was really good. It was a little bit tighter and a little bit stiffer than it would be on, say, just your regular straight up Silverado LTZ version. And that's because we are talking about an off-road package here, guys. But it wasn't overly to the point where it wanted to jar my teeth out of my head or anything like that. It was still a really nice ride. As we get out here on the highway, we can see that this engine that comes in this truck has plenty of power to get you up the road. It's also got your tow haul switch here, which is going to be handy, as we talked about earlier with the trailer brake controller and the hitch. One of the other really nice features is that while you're driving, everything's right within thumb reach here on your steering wheel as far as all your vehicle info. You can bring up your info on your vehicle, your radio, your phone, your nav, and all the things of that nature. We can bring over here and we can look at this, and it changes all the different things you can see, such as your fuel economy, your tire pressure, your oil life, and everything of that nature. Okay guys, so there you go. That's our overview of the new 2017 Chevy Silverado LTZ Z71 off-road package truck. So until next time, see ya.